Have you ever found yourself crying over someone who's just not right for you, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't walk away? It's like your heart is pulling you in one direction, but your mind keeps feeding you excuses. It's frustrating, right? You know it's not working, but something keeps you stuck. But what if I told you that maybe, just maybe, you're not really in love with him? What if you're actually in love with the idea of who he could be? And that, my friend, is where the danger lies. The real question isn't why you love him, it's why you keep choosing someone who makes you feel less than you deserve. Love should make you feel alive, not drained. If you're always waiting for him to change, you're not in love, you're stuck in hope. So, if you're watching this and thinking, why do I always fall for the wrong guy? This video is for you. Today, we're going to dig deep and uncover 10 surprising signs that you might be in love with someone who was never meant to be in your life in the first place. But here's the thing, when you keep giving your heart to someone who isn't right for you, you're not just wasting time, you're wasting your emotional energy, your peace, and your future happiness. This is about more than just love. It's about self-love and knowing when to let go. So let's talk about those 10 signs that might just reveal the painful truth you've been avoiding. Get ready, because it's time to wake up and take back your heart. Here is the number 1. You feel anxious, not excited. When his name lights up on your phone, how do you feel? Are you filled with butterflies, or does a wave of dread wash over you? The wrong guy will have your nervous system in overdrive, mixing anxiety with excitement. But love should never feel like you're constantly waiting for the next crisis to hit. It should feel like calm, like your heart and mind are finally at peace. True love is meant to lift you, not leave you second-guessing every text or every conversation. You deserve someone who brings you comfort, not chaos. Someone who makes you feel safe enough to just be yourself, without the pressure of wondering what's going to happen next. When you're with the right person, your stomach doesn't twist in knots every time they reach out. Instead, it feels like a natural connection, a bond that's steady, not unpredictable. Don't settle for the kind of love that keeps you on edge. You deserve someone who makes you feel like you're enough, every single day. Number 2. You're always explaining him. Ever catch yourself saying, "He's not really like that," or, "You just have to understand him better"? Girl, let me tell you something I know. You should never have to be his personal PR team. The right guy doesn't need defending. He shows up with kindness, consistency, and character. That's how you know he's the one. You deserve someone who doesn't make you second-guess your worth. When a man truly cares, his actions speak louder than his words. He doesn't need excuses, and neither do you. The right guy doesn't leave you confused or questioning his feelings. He makes you feel safe, loved, and valued every single day. You shouldn't have to fight for someone's attention, or convince him to love you. Love that's real is effortless, not exhausting. Trust me, if he's not making the effort, it's a sign. Don't settle for breadcrumbs when you're worthy of a full feast. You deserve a love that's clear, mutual, and effortless. So stop explaining his actions to others. You shouldn't need to explain him to yourself either. The right guy will make it clear. Number 3. He makes you feel like you're too much. Your emotions aren't too much. Your standards aren't too high. The wrong guy will try to make you feel like loving deeply is a weakness, but the truth is it's your superpower. Don't ever let someone make you feel bad for caring so deeply, for being all in when you love. That kind of love is rare, and you should be proud of it. It shows your strength, your depth, and your capacity to give love in a world that often forgets how to. The right person will see it for what it is, a gift, a treasure. They won't run from your passion, they'll welcome it with open arms. So don't shrink yourself for anyone. You don't need to apologize for being the person who feels deeply, who wants real, honest love. Your heart is not a burden, it's a blessing. You deserve someone who sees your soul and respects it, not someone who makes you feel like you should hide your true self. Don't settle for someone who can't handle the beauty of your love. The right guy won't be intimidated by your standards, he'll rise to meet them. Don't change for someone who doesn't deserve to be in your life. Number 4. You're chasing potential, not reality. You're not in love with the person he is right now. You're in love with who you hope he could become. But here's the truth. Relationships aren't about dreaming up someone's future. They're about choosing someone who's already showing up for you, right here, right now. You deserve a love that's real, not a love based on what ifs and maybes. Waiting for someone to change for you is a gamble, not a relationship. Love isn't about potential, it's about presence. It's about being with someone who's willing to invest in you today, not someday. Don't settle for someone who makes promises about the future but can't keep their word in the present. You deserve someone who sees you, values you, and is here for you every step of the way. Life's too short to wait around for someone to catch up to your love. True love isn't about fixing someone or waiting for them to be better. It's about being with someone who's already giving you their best. Don't let the fantasy of who they could be keep you from seeing who they really are. Number 5. Always one mistake away from losing him. If you're always scared that one wrong text, one bad day, or one honest emotion will make him walk away, then you're not really in love. You're just surviving. That's not love, that's emotional roulette. A real relationship doesn't have you living on edge, constantly wondering if you've said or done something wrong. Love should feel safe, not like a ticking time bomb. When you love someone, you're free to be yourself without fear. You can be vulnerable, share your fears, your hopes, your flaws, and not worry that it'll end everything. You don't need to walk on eggshells, constantly questioning your every word or action. A real relationship makes you feel seen, heard, and understood, no matter how messy or complicated you are. It doesn't keep you up at night wondering if you did enough or said too much. Instead, you feel supported, like the person beside you is willing to face the highs and lows together. If you feel like you're only holding on because you're afraid of losing them, that's not love. That's fear. And fear never builds something strong. Real love is built on trust, not fear of rejection. It's a partnership, not a game of emotional chance. If you're in a relationship that makes you question your worth, your emotions, or your actions, ask yourself, is this love, or am I just surviving? Let go of the chaos. Love should build you up, not tear you apart. Number 6. He only shows up when he needs you. He vanishes when you're struggling, but shows up at your door when he needs someone to lean on. He'll run to you for comfort, validation, or a favor, but when it's your turn to be supported, suddenly he's nowhere to be found. The wrong guy takes all your energy, leaving you empty, and yet he still thanks you for being his rock. But when you need him the most, you're met with silence. You're giving, pouring your heart out, but he's taking it all and leaving you with nothing. You find yourself waiting for him to notice, to care, but the clock ticks and he's still gone. It's always on his terms, never yours. And when he's had his fill of you, he disappears again, leaving you questioning what went wrong. This kind of love isn't mutual, it's one-sided. You deserve someone who gives just as much as they take, who stands by you when the world feels heavy. Not someone who vanishes when you need them most and reappears only when it benefits them. Number 7. You feel like you're shrinking yourself. You've been holding back, haven't you? Downplaying your achievements, keeping your dreams to yourself. Why? Because you don't want to make him feel insecure. But let's be real, that's not love. The wrong guy? He doesn't lift you up. He competes with you, or worse, tries to dim your light. You can't shine when you're constantly trying to shrink yourself. You deserve someone who celebrates your growth, not someone who feels threatened by it. True love isn't about playing small. It's about feeling seen and safe, confident to be your full self. It's about being with someone who is proud of your success, and who encourages your wildest dreams, not someone who makes you question your worth. Real love never asks you to dim your light. It makes you shine brighter. He should be your biggest fan, not your biggest critic. When you're loved right, you're free to chase your dreams without fear. Someone who loves you will see your worth without needing to compete with you. The right person will support your ambitions, not make you feel guilty for having them. You shouldn't have to hold back your joy because it might make him uncomfortable. The right love encourages your power, your independence, and your success. Number 8. You keep waiting for his better version to return. Remember those first few weeks? When he was all attention, sweetness, and made you feel like you were the center of his world? Those moments felt real, didn't they? You believed he saw you, the real you. And yet, here you are, still holding on. Chasing a version of him that might have only existed to draw you in, to hook you. Now, it's like you're stuck on a never-ending hamster wheel of hope. You keep waiting, convincing yourself that things will change, that he'll come back to that version of himself. But deep down, you know you're chasing an illusion. The version of him that made you feel like you mattered is slipping further and further away. It's exhausting, isn't it? Pouring your heart into someone who's barely showing up. You keep thinking, maybe tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow never comes. You know you deserve better. So why does it feel so hard to let go? It's like you're caught between who he was and who he's become. And every time you think about leaving, a part of you wonders if things can really be that broken. You're stronger than this cycle, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. The hope you're holding onto is just the ghost of what could have been. It's time to stop chasing a version of him that never really existed and start focusing on the version of you that's been waiting to be free. Number 9. He disrespects your boundaries, he pushes them when you say no, and he turns it into guilt when you ask for space, and he sulks like it's the end of the world. That's not love. That's manipulation dressed up as passion. Girl, your boundaries are not up for negotiation, they are sacred. Love should feel like a safe space, not a battlefield. You deserve someone who respects your no without twisting it into something it's not. Relationships thrive on mutual trust, not emotional games. Don't let anyone make you feel small for wanting peace or space. You should never have to apologize for taking care of yourself. A person who loves you will lift you up, not wear you down. Your needs matter just as much as theirs. Don't let anyone convince you that loving them means losing yourself. Strong relationships are built on respect, not control. Remember, the right love doesn't come with strings attached. It empowers you to be your full, amazing self. You deserve a love that listens, supports, and grows with you. Anything less? Walk away, because your peace, your worth, and your boundaries are non-negotiable. Number 10. Deep down, you know you're lonely with him. And here's the hardest truth to face. When you're next to him, laughing at a movie or sharing a dinner, yet there's this deep emptiness inside of you. That ache? It's your soul telling you, this isn't it. Because the wrong guy can be right next to you, but emotionally, he's a million miles away. You can feel it in the way he doesn't truly see you, in the moments where he's not really listening, even though he's physically there. It's that subtle emptiness, the one that creeps up in silence, when you realize you're alone even in the crowd. It's the way he can hold your hand but never quite hold your heart. No matter how much time you spend together, something inside you knows this is not the connection you deserve. Because when someone truly belongs in your life, you'll feel it in every moment. There won't be an empty space that lingers. And when he's the right one, his presence won't just fill up the space beside you, it will fill up the space inside you. So, if any of this resonated with you, I want you to know one thing: it's not because you're broken. It's because you have a heart that loves deeply, fully, and without hesitation. But you deserve more than someone who leaves you waiting in the parking lot, holding on to hopes and a cold bowl of soup. You deserve someone who meets you where you are, someone who truly values you. Here's a little reminder. Before you love someone else, ask yourself, would I want the person I love to be treated the way I'm being treated right now? If the answer is no, it's time to let go. I know it's scary to let go. But you know what's scarier? Staying in a situation that drains your spirit little by little. You deserve a love that feels like home, not a love that feels like a lesson you're always learning. If this video spoke to you even a little, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps tell the algorithm that women like you deserve more content like this. And if you've got a story to share, or just need to let your heart vent, drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and you're not alone. And hey, if you want more honest heart-to-hearts like this, hit subscribe. I've got your back always. You don't have to walk this journey alone.